Today's video, I wanted to discuss the cost of convenience and sort of how it's having a massive effect on our sort of social life, how we choose to behave differently, and how there's so many consequences to us just not putting that extra effort in. Short-term ease versus long-term consequences. We often choose the easiest option without really thinking about its impact. If you get a takeaway, it's quicker than cooking. If you get the lift instead of going up the stairs, you're not putting in that extra physical movement to sort of get the blood flowing, and our health and fitness is suffering. When we prioritize ease, we become less resilient. Struggles and effort, they build up patience, problem solving skills, and a stronger mindset altogether. But the thing with convenience as well, it can also cost you financially. The rise in convenience culture, it's meant that we sort of expect everything to come at once, instantly. We're becoming more impatient, and we're less willing to put in the effort with ourselves, what we're doing, and effort we're putting into other people. So what if we take this approach and we think about it socially? We can send a quick text, but it's clear that, especially since the rise of social media, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, the bonds in the relationships are weakening as we require more. We're looking for more all the time at the cost of convenience. We want so much and we don't want to put the effort in to get what we want out of it. We carry a persona online. Say if you're talking to someone long distance, or you're talking to someone that you've never met before, you can carry this persona, and then when you go and see them in real life, you might not know how to behave or react, and they might be the same. It's like, say if you like go on a blind date with someone, and you've only messaged, you get there and you're like, you're not what I thought you were, which is a shame because you'd think you'd get enough in a conversation, but clearly we're not. In terms of friendships exist. Some friendships exist because it's an easy option. It's sort of your co-workers, friends of friends. And these friendships, like we discussed for the last few days, these conversations just sit here on the surface level. You don't find anything out about them. It's just a sort of throwaway conversation where it's like, yeah, how was your day? How long you working for? What are you doing at the weekend? What do you do at the weekend? And I think it's because we're putting effort into the wrong people. We've got to ask ourselves, are we putting effort into the right people? Our main groups of friends that we've had for a long time. This new person that I'm yet to explore. And are we maintaining the relationships with people that fit our routine more conveniently, like our colleagues that we see more often than some family, than some friends? Are we putting more effort into them people when we, first of all, don't want them to find out everything about our lives, and two, we don't really want to tell them everything about their lives either? Real friendships, they require the sort of sense of uncomfortability, vulnerability, and real discussion. Not conversations that don't go anywhere, ones that you're afraid to share, stuff like that. We've also got to think, when we choose convenience, are we losing out on the challenges that help us grow more resilient? Are we picking that option and then not being faced with adversity to sort of do something that we want to do, or something that's going to be more challenging, so we just go for the easy option? Are we avoiding putting the hard work in? Who knows? A lot of the time, though, like I said, people are not taking their conversations deeper enough to find out everything they want to know about the person. So they're not putting that hard work in. They're not asking the serious questions. They're trying to be jokey. They're trying to come off, like I said yesterday, with their personality rather than their character. They're not fully thinking about how they completely approach a situation. And a lot of the time, it might not even be avoiding putting the hard work in. It's sometimes just not thinking fully and not actually doing it. The work that we avoid, though, is the work that we need to put in. We need to do that. Otherwise, nothing's going to go anywhere. Avoiding these hard conversations, skipping our routines, and putting off goals are the main signs that convenience is consuming our entire life. And by just waking up on time, completing the day, putting yourself out there to other people, having that conversation, and setting yourself goals and telling yourself, I'm going to do that today, I'm going to do that tomorrow, I'm going to do this for the week, and in my month, I want to do this. Say if you're in the gym every day, you got your session planned out, then you've got what you're going to eat throughout the week, then you're going to stick to that routine of doing it for that week. Then at the end of the month, you go, I'm going to take my progress pictures and look how I've improved from the month before because I put that little bit of hard work in. We've got to ask ourselves the main question though. Am I using convenience to improve my life? Or am I avoiding efforts and growth completely? Because that's what it's coming down to ultimately. If we go for convenience, are we improving our life? And a lot of time, we're saving time. We might be a little bit more productive, but is the quality there? And I think a lot of the time, it's not.